Hey guys, what's up? It's Bib07 here again, and welcome to another RuneScape 3 vlog. I am here at the Barbarian Outpost Advanced Agility course. I did finish the Gnome Advanced course for my Agile legs, and I'm now here for the Agile top, which will be nice to get out of the way and just have both of them done for if I'm ever getting trim in the future, and this is also an elite task requirement. I'm currently almost 95 agility, only 17k experience off of that, so pretty happy to be getting there. I think maybe no, I don't think you unlock the best XP at Heffen until 97, but I'm currently on 95 out of 250 laps, so not too bad. I'm almost halfway there on this, and then I will just head back to Heffen afterwards to finish off my 99 agility. But in this video I wanted to talk about the new polls that were released today. I do like doing videos on these polls just to talk about them and to get people's opinions on what they are voting for and stuff. So the first two polls are just about the the skill pet final votes. So these are the final two skill pet polls that they're going to be. There's not going to be any more after this, so it's the magic and the prayer skill pet final poll, so make sure to get out and vote for those skill pets, and I assume we will be seeing those within the next month or so, since they will have all their concepts done, and it shouldn't take them too long to really implement them once the concepts have been chosen and worked on. But yeah, for the magic skill pet you have the Houdini Owl and the Newt thing for the final. I voted for the Newt. I think it looks a little cooler, and I like the floating hat and stuff. The owl's kind of cool looking, but it doesn't really represent magic too much in my eyes, and I just don't really like it's a little too dark and stuff. I don't know. I just prefer the Newt. But you guys can let me know what you think. And then the diamond is the prayer skill pet, and I'm really glad the Seraph one is losing. I'm still disappointed that the red bunny did not get voted through, but I really don't like the Seraph, and if I had to pick one I would pick the ghostly, which is why I voted for it. But honestly I don't really like that one that much either, so kind of disappointed with the prayer skill pet, honestly. I really was hoping for the red bunny because it's like the Heffen symbol for prayer, and just made way more sense in my opinion. But either way, I guess it's not a huge deal. Can't really decide myself what it ends up being. I'm just glad that people are not voting too much for the Seraph, although both of these are quite close, 52 to 47% for both of them. So if you do have an opinion, make sure you go vote, because you know, there's not a very big difference here. And then, like I was saying in my last video, I was really hoping that they would not make it so that these two polls were on their own, and since there are no more skill pets to be voted on, they would just leave the last poll blank and start slacking off on the polls again. Thankfully, they did not do that, and they actually released a Ruby poll to go along with these, so that makes me think that they are going to be having new polls be up constantly. I'm really hoping for that. Also, I just remembered that on one of their live streams they actually said something regarding the fact that they don't like the system of polls right now, and it's pretty obviously bad. You can only ask 3 questions at any one time, so it's really not a good system. They should really move towards something similar to what Old School has, with as many questions as they want to have they can put in, and hopefully they would have a constant rotation of questions going the entire time. That would be my preferred situation, but it's unlikely that they would actually do that. But let's go ahead and see you here. I did already, obviously I know what it is, but it is the seasonal high score rewards. So there are upcoming seasonal high scores, which they've had these in the past, and it's basically just like a month maybe, or a couple of months long of a high score, and it could be a bunch of different things. I'm not sure what they all were in the past. The only one that I remember specifically was Commander Ziliana kills. It might have been hard mode kills, I don't remember, but that's the only one I remember specifically. And this is basically a vote to decide what the rewards are for placing high in those high scores. So the previous system that was already in place was a golden title is awarded to the person who places in first place, and then a silver title is awarded to everyone else that is in the top 100 of people on there. But they also have this alternative option where you get a golden title for placing in the top 10 and no silver titles at all. So I preferred the previous system. It just sounds better, because if you get first on the new, like the alternate system, the one on the right hand side, if you get first, you have no way of distinguishing yourself from somebody who gets 10th, which I think is kind of lame. I think it's much better with the system that they used to use, and I think they should continue with that because it allows the person who actually got first place, which is obviously the most prestigious and should be recognized the most, it allows them to actually have a way of signifying that they got first place. And obviously second place is going to have the same recognition as 100th place, which isn't too great, but still I think it's much better. And on top of that, much more people get something from doing it. So it's not just the top 10, it's the top 100 all get a little title for doing the high scores, and I think that's definitely better as well. So that one is winning currently, and I expect it to win just because it's just a general more beneficial one for the most people, and I think it definitely is important to have the first place person have a distinguishing title for everyone else. So that is probably the best. I might have voted for the other one. I feel like the best system could be something like this. The first place person gets a red colored title maybe, or either that or the first place person gets a gold colored title, and then everyone from 2 to 10 gets the opposite. So if the first place person got a red colored title, everyone from 2 to 10 would get a gold title, and then everyone from 11 to 100 could get the silver title. Or if the first place person would get the gold title, then 2 to 10 would get red titles, and then 11 to 200 or to 100 could get silver titles. I feel like that would be a better way of doing it, but that's obviously not one of the options listed. I just wish there was a way for the first place person to be distinguished from everyone else, and then everyone from 2 to 10 could also be distinguished from the rest, and then everyone from up to 100 would also get a little something just for competing in the high score. I feel like that would be the ideal solution, but they unfortunately don't have that as an option, like I said. But yeah, I'm just really glad to see that they are continuing with polls, despite the fact that the combat skill pets are on the way out. So we'll have to I'm really interested to see what they end up doing when these polls are all done, which is in pretty much 4 days from now. So when would that be? I guess, what's today? Today's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So on either Sunday night or Monday morning, I think, is when that will be. I'll definitely be making a video on that because they should hopefully have some actual impactful and interesting, like significant content type polls in that selection. So I really hope they do just go straight into it and don't have any delay or anything that might end up just turning into never doing it. I really just hope they go and do it right away, and just continue with the polls, because one, I like making videos on them. I think it's interesting to gauge people's opinions on what they're doing and what they're asking, as well as I just like voting on them in general, because I mean, it makes me feel like I have some more influence on the game itself, and it also gets me more excited for updates to come, because they usually show like a little tidbit about what is to come, or like a preview of the content, so you can make a more informed decision on your vote. So I think that is definitely another reason they should continue these polls, because it will get people excited for the updates to come, and they will be interested to see how they end up being released. So yeah, that's my opinion. I hope you guys do agree. I definitely think polls are a good addition. My stupid cat. Stop. Jesus. I'm trying to like scratch my chair up. But I definitely think it's really good that they're doing this. I'm not going to have a lot of time to play in the next couple of weeks, because I am actually moving out of my house to quite a ways away, because I did get a full-time job somewhere in a couple states away from where I live right now. So I do have to move quite quickly, because I do start next month at the job, and that's going to really limit my playtime. Once I do get settled in my new like my new house and everywhere that I'm going to live, and just sort of start getting into a more routine with my job and everything, I'll be able to play pretty much as before. Like a full-time job really isn't going to take up a ton of my like RuneScape playing time, because a lot of the time I don't really even play until after I would be maybe home from like a job or something like that. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. I'm going to be like going down there beforehand to look at places to live, and that's going to take up a few days. So if I end up releasing videos late or missing a day of like a release or something, I apologize, but I am currently in quite a big transitional period in my life at the moment, so it is going to definitely detract from the amount of videos I'm able to produce, but hope you guys can bear with me for that. I should be able to make a video on the update this Monday, so don't worry about that, but going forward it might start to hamper me, as I am going to be going down to look at houses, etc. And then especially when I am in the actual moving process, I don't know how long it will be before I'm able to get my internet working at the place, and how long I'll be able to before I'll be able to like have good upload speeds and stuff. Just a whole big mess is it's going to be in the end, but I'll make sure to keep you guys updated as often as I can. In any of the videos I do upload, I'll give you guys a little update on how I'm doing and what my status is. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know about that, and quickly just gonna finish this agility lap so I can get my level up for the video. Might as well just throw that in at the end here. Unfortunately, I have not yet received the agility skill pet, which is unfortunate. I really hope I get it before I get 99 agility, because I would like to have all the skill pets eventually, and I really don't want to do post 99 agility at all. So really hoping I can pick it up. But here we have 95 agility. Very nice. Happy to get that. Only 4 more levels to go, and I can now do the next level of effigy. Jesus, 900k XP. That is just depressing to look at. It really is. Oh boy. Well, gonna continue going here. Don't have too much more to do at this course. I actually did quite a decent bit of laps. So yeah, 107 out of 250, and then I'll be back to the Heffen course. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about these polls in the comments. Honestly, a little disappointed with the prayer pet, like I said, but not the worst thing in the world. Definitely looking forward to seeing the new polls next week. Other than that, guys, I'll see you next time, and peace out.